So I was requested by a friend to do a simple makeup tutorial, like something for everyday use, because she's makeup inept. So here we go. First we have a cover-up stick, and I have two because I'm running out of one, and that's just what it looks like. Next we have our liquid foundation and the little sponge you use to apply it with. And we have our powder foundation, and I just used the powder puff that they gave me. Next, I have three eyeliners. One's purple, one is brown, and one is black. I got this in a set made for brown eyes. Then we have a liquid eyeliner, which is black. I'm not going to be showing you how to use this one in this video. And then we have a general mascara, and that's what the brush looks like. And then we have my eyeshadow palettes. One is black, one's a general eyeshadow, and one is made for brown eyes. And then we have just an extra eyeshadow brush because I don't like to use the brushes they gave me. First, what you want to do is take the foundation stick or the cover-up stick and cover up any places that you don't want to be seen. This could be zits or scars or red areas, whatever you just don't want to be seen. What I do is I dab it onto the skin and then rub it in. I'm sorry, the video got a little glitchy right here. And just make sure you find wherever you want to cover up. And next, you can take either liquid or powder foundation and go over your face. In this case, I'm choosing both. First, what you want to do is you want to get a nice amount of liquid foundation on your little triangle applicator sponge and start from the forehead all the way down to the chin. Just make sure you get everywhere that you want to cover. Just make sure it's nice and covered and it's a good palette for. Now I'm doing the powder foundation. You can either skip the wet foundation or just go straight from here. And what I do is I do a nice thin amount just to like set in the wet foundation. And same thing with the wet, you want to go all the way around the face, starting and go down to match the hairs of the face. And you actually want to go a little bit under your chin, that way it blends into your natural skin tone and you don't get a darker face. Just making sure everything looks good. And next, I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. I chose brown for just a general look. And what you do, and I have not a real pencil, I have just a regular one. And what you do is you pull down your cheek so your waterline is exposed. And it takes a little while to get used to this, but you want to just make a nice thick line across your waterline. And you notice I roll my eyes up a little bit. That's when my eyes start to get irritated, and that helps it out. And now you can kind of tell the difference. You do that with both sides. Sometimes I find it easier to start in the middle of the waterline. Sometimes I find it easier to start on the outer edge of your eye. It's generally not, it's easier to go out to in than in to out, I find. because of the corners of your eyes are very watery. Just want to make sure that's nice and even. And you can either do the top lid or you don't have to. I did the top lid to show you how it is, but my top lids are kind of annoying sometimes. Alright, and what you do is you pull the skin so it's nice and taut, and just try and trace over your eyelids as close as you can to that line, depending on how dark or light you want it, or thick. Go on ahead and do that. Just make sure it's nice and even, and you want to get all the way from the corner of your eye to all the way to the edge. It's a bit trickier for me to do my the opposite eye, but you have to do it like that. And you can see, making sure it's nice and even. And in this case, you want to go from in to out, because that's the way the skin is being pulled. Nice and close to the eyelash line as you can. And next we do mascara. Just make sure your brush is nice and coated, and you're going to end up looking a bit weird here, but start on the upper lashes and pull up. Try and get as close to your eye as you can. Sometimes what I do is I blink into the brush, and sometimes that works good. I was a bit distracted while I was doing my mascara. Sorry about that. Same thing with the other eye. Just brush it up slowly. Sometimes I blink into it, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how well it's going on. And you want to just brush the tip slightly side to side. That just lets the lashes not clump up as much. You can do your lower lashes, but I don't like to do it because then my eyes stick together. And finally we do eyeshadow. This is the brush that came with the eyeshadow palette, but I don't like to use that brush. You can if you like. And you want to go from inside out after loading up your brush, because if you go outside in, you'll end up getting eyeshadow all over your nose, and you don't want that. Just make sure to coat the lid as thickly or as darkly as you'd like, and make sure you get all the way up to your crease. I'm using a nice light brown that you really can't see, but it works very well with the eyeshadow, with the eyeliner. And there we go. So there we go, some basic makeup tutorial. I showed you everything I have at the beginning of the video, but I did not show you how to use that. And some other things are what I've learned how to do and how it's just simple for me to do. Should you do it a different way, wonderful for you. Anyway, thanks for watching.